Good evening from InvestSharp.com. This is Randy Smotone with your Thursday, February the 10th market update. So the market continues to show its resilience. Another dip that was bought for the most part. So we had the dollar, copper, and oil were all up today. Gold and silver were down. They were kind of flat. They weren't down all that much. And the light sweet crude futures were up a whole 2 cents to settle at $86.73 a barrel. So oil did hold up today. So looking at the dollar ETF, UUP, so still back at the 20. Actually had quite a bit of buying here as far as volume. Decent volume today. So the dollar could trend higher from here, it looks like. Over to the West Texas Intermediate Crude Point Figure Chart. So we're still holding this, we got this uptrend line. So we did come down here till we got this double bottom. So we haven't got on a sell signal yet. We've got to print this 85 to go on a sell signal. So we're still on have a bullish price objective of 108. So we're still watching this, but we did, get a little bounce today. So it seems it's trying to hold this. So we'll see what happens here into tomorrow. Let's take a look at the Russell. The Russell and Dow switched places today. So Russell was the strong, showed the most strength today, up 0.42%. Right, so it had flagged out, looking really good here. Pretty impressive coming off the lows. Looking at the S&P. S&P also, we got down to about 1311, closed pretty much almost at the highs, so we're still above the 10-day moving average. NASDAQ, same thing, closed pretty much near the highs, still holding the 10-day moving average. Pretty incredible. The Dow also above the 10, and it looked like a little dragonfly doji here today. So even though it was down, it was just barely down any at all, really. So pretty flat. So continuing to hold up well. Over to gold, GLD started out really weak this morning. And we're still kind of stuck here below the 30-day moving average, but it did come off the lows and it held up pretty well. There was not heavy volume on sell side either, so gold still looks fine here. Silver, same thing. Didn't see a lot of selling. Didn't move a whole lot today. Just pulled back a little bit, but silver still looks fine. Copper holding the 10-day. Nice bounce off of it here today. Some little volume coming back in there. Looking at the euro via the FXE, holding the 20. Had more buying yesterday than we had selling today, so the euro actually is it's holding up all right here. We obviously made a lower high here, so we'll see where it goes from here. Volatility index up a little, not much. Still hanging around, still holding the support level down here. Over to the McClellan, which I doubt I've moved it much at all today. And this is the NYSE McClellan. Yep, still very neutral, so we're not overbought, not oversold. Go either direction. Over to the sectors, 11 of 16 sectors follow, finish in the green. Oil service index had the large percent gain, up 2.63%. The gold index was the weakest for the second day in a row, down 1.13%. So all the oil service stocks, of course, look really good still, holding up well. International transportation, a lot of those look good. Railroads look really good today. Biotechs, gold. Home construction is a little weak, but it's had some pretty good days. The internet was a little weak. Google's down some. Over to ChartWatch, lots of stocks to look good. I mean, I couldn't even begin to put a dent in all the stocks that are holding up really well and up around their 52-week highs. Don't want to seem to come down much. McDonald's still looking good here. It's right around the 50-day moving average. Small candle today. Looks like it probably wants to go higher. IBM still holding up really well, holding the 10-day. It actually has a nice, pretty kind of a little doji here, right around the 10 days. Possibly could be a buy point first thing in the morning if you didn't buy it today. You could use today's low possibly as an exit. Citrix Systems, so a big volume coming in, and it bounced here, took out this downtrend line and ran into the next downtrend line, but it looks like with all the volume coming in, probably going to have higher prices. Looks really good. I had posted this one on Twitter today, or on Chartly today, which goes on Twitter. Vale, I like this wedge. Let's see where it goes from here. But, you know, we've touched here. We come down here and touch. We've touched, and we're still holding around, and we're still stuck in this wedge. Look, but volume coming back in today. So, and, you know, right through, you know, haven't got down quite to the 33, which you would expect it to have some support down here. But it looks like it could be setting up for a little higher low here, right? Maybe. We'll see. So I'm kind of watching it, stalking it, but I like this setup here. You could just use today's low as your exit. Hess, I like the flag. I'm not seeing a lot of selling here, but I like the bull flag. Still watching it, and needed to take out this, you know, downtrend line here, but still stalking Hess on this pullback. Sohu breaking higher, real strong. Riverbed, tons of stuff keeps breaking higher. Looks great. Riverbeds, you know, Sherwin-Williams had the flag back, and then it consolidated a little bit here sideways, and then it, you know, breaking higher today. The railroads all look really good today. KSU breaking out, UMP breaking higher, CSX taking out, you know, these prior highs, looking good. Encana on earnings, lots of volume coming in. Did pull back some though, so kind of wait and see what it does next. ETN's been really strong. Eaton keeps making new highs. Not as much volume as I'd like to see there, but still looks all right. WLK, Westlake Chemical, still holding up, flagging out, but it's looking pretty good here. Of course, Juniper, it's talked about every day. Huge break higher today. So if you can get any type of a consolidation or possible bull flag, you probably need to keep an eye on Juniper, keep it on your watch list. Acme Packet, same thing, keep it on your list. Skyworks Solution, keep it on your list. Cirrus Logic, keep it on your list. Sienna, keep it on your list. All these are just incredible. iRobot looks really good. Huge break higher post earnings. Lots of volume behind it. Looks good. Stocking Anadarko Petroleum here. I like it's in this, you know, back and forth, still stuck in this consolidation. It should have a nice, about a, you know, probably $5 pop here if it can take out 80. So, and it's still holding around 30, and they bought it at 30. Now this might be, it's done it so many times now, it could break down this time, but so far it's been bought off this 30-day average, right, the red line. So I like that setup, watching it closely. Las Vegas still holding it inside its triangle, so keep it on your radar. Like talking about the oil services, look real good today. OIH had more selling yesterday than it had buying today, so we'll see where it goes from here. But, you know, holding up really well. Halliburton still looks good. SLB looking good. BHI flagging out still. JP Morgan still watching this ascending triangle, still stocking it, not in it yet. American Express. This is kind of a longer term ascending pattern, right? I mean, here and here coiling up. So I would like to see it take out this prior high here, about 46.75 or so, somewhere around there. So another one. RIM, huge move on RIM today, lots of volume. Now this thing has been in this this rising wedge for quite some time, right? In fact, I need to change it here a little bit, something like that, right? So so now it's at resistance. So let's see where, but a lot of volume coming in, probably going to see higher. So it's definitely worth keeping your eye on. Netgear. Netgear caught on my volume scan, I believe. Yeah, it was volume scan. Had a lot of volume yesterday, selling, you know, on earnings, but it's got some support around this level. So let's see what it does. And the volume come back in, seemed like they wanted to buy it around this support level. Southwestern Energy, lots of selling to get it back here, right? Start selling and selling, but it's caught right here at the 200-day moving average, the black line, like the little hammer, and it's got the trend line as support here as well. So might be a low risk buy point. You could use today's low as your stop. BTU still watching it, still flagging out, still watching the coals. Walter trying to catch some support around this level, it looks like, and ANR also holding around a support level. All right, economic data for tomorrow. International trade number at 8:30. We'll get the consumer sentiment at 9:55. Of course, those are in Eastern time. And that's really it for today. There's no change in the, you know, market signals on, of course, the Dow, Nasdaq. Everything's on buy signals. Everything's looking good still. That hasn't changed as of yet. There is a little bit lower some lower highs being made on the S&P futures chart over the last 3 days, so I'm kind of watching that. But otherwise, the market looks real good here. All right, that is it for today. Thanks for watching.